Call in all gamers. Let's make a difference. Let's go! Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a very quick video, giving a shout out to the Gebs24. I wanted to make this video, I think I saw your video Monday or Tuesday. I've had a lot going on since then, so better late than never, let's say. So the Gebs24 did a series. She started off with a box, an empty Super Nintendo game box, okay? And basically she traded up every episode. Like, she started and she traded that for a very cool, a Brute Force for the Xbox. I've got 2 copies of that. Great game, by the way. And she traded up and up and up. And slowly she started to reveal what she was going to do with the final outcome, let's say. So the final episode I watched either Monday or Tuesday was basically, it was called Donating 4 Nintendo Switches and Games to a Children's Hospital. Oh my god, so she started off with an empty box and traded up. So shout out to the Gebs24 and shout out all the people that got involved. What an amazing cause, okay? She even went that most of the videos were, I will tag the channel, so go check it out, guys, if you haven't heard of the YouTuber. Right, okay, so shout out to all the stores that got involved in it. At first I wasn't sure. I don't think the Gebs said that or Gemma said it was going to be charity related until quite the way into the series. But I think it's such a good cause, okay? That's why I wanted to make this video. That's why I'm making this video, okay? And it's something you can argue this means a lot to me as well. So if we rewind to, gosh, when I was 11 years old, I think I was 11. I was definitely in secondary school or comprehensive school. I think I was 11 years old. And there was we all got sent home with these letters. I didn't care, I just said, make sure you give that to your mum or dad. So I give it to my mum. And there was a meningitis scare in my school, okay? And it's basically saying, watch out for any of these symptoms, okay? And I wasn't worried about anything like that. And I think it was a Thursday. And my family had a history of meningitis, okay? So I think my auntie or someone had it, and they were hospitalized for quite a long time. It was quite serious, and I think, yeah, it is a serious illness, isn't it? And then the next day, so it was a Friday. I'll never forget, it was a Friday. I woke up feeling like, I try not to swear in my videos, feeling like poo. I was feeling like poo, okay? So I had a headache. I had say there was 8 symptoms. The first 4 I had. I remember I had a Welsh test, and I'm not interested. So I wasn't going to study. I remember I didn't want to go. So I was like, maybe normally I would have gone to school. I wouldn't have said nothing. But I didn't go swimming that morning. That was me when I used to go swimming all the time. So I wasn't well enough to go swimming. And then my mum said, you don't look very well. So she said, how are you feeling? And I didn't even read this letter. So say the first symptom was headache, a rash. I did have a rash, which was very bizarre. Maybe that was a symptom. Next thing you know, my mum's on the phone to the doctor. Doctor comes out, calls out, so we didn't have to go anywhere. God, the NHS has changed a lot, hasn't it? Next thing I know, I'm in hospital, okay, in the children's ward. And at first it was quite exciting. I was feeling a bit under the weather. I felt like I had a bit of a cold or something, right? So feeling a little bit miserable. But then the doctor said, I'll have to be in. They're going to keep an eye on me. I'm in the safest place, basically. But they're just going to keep an eye on me over the weekend. And I was like, what? I got to be in here all weekend. So trust me, if it happened on a Monday, I wouldn't have minded because I would have missed school the next couple of days. But my weekend was wasted, and it was so boring. I was socially awkward back then, still am. Socially awkward. I couldn't make friends very easily. Like, there was other kids in there with, I can't remember what was wrong with them. But nobody was really talking. There was like a parent with them, so you couldn't just go over and say, hey, what's wrong with you? It wasn't like that, so it was boring. I do remember that's when my father bought me Games Master magazine. He asked me, they could see how miserable I was about being stuck in there all weekend. And I think they were assuming the worst kind of thing. They were convinced I had meningitis. Spoiler, I didn't. So it was such a miserable place to be, okay? And then one of the nurses must have picked up on, I think it was either 4 or 6 beds in this little ward. And she just wheeled in, nobody asked, we didn't know. She wheeled in a Sega Mega Drive, like a TV, a big CRT TV. I think it was like a 21-inch TV. And she just plugged it in, and it was Sonic 1, okay? Now, I had a Sega Master System back home. So one upgrade, I've played Sonic on the Mega Drive when I'm going around my friend's house for like an hour, going around for tea or something. But I never actually really got to play it. So it instantly made an impact, a positive impact on my weekend. So basically, I went from feeling sorry for myself to just gaming all weekend. They did have to share, there was another children's ward. So of course they only had one TV, one Mega Drive, and that was the console to have back then. There wasn't anything newer out. And it just made my stay in hospital so much better. I felt better. I stopped worrying about my headache and stuff. It was still there, but so that's my take on. So what the Gebs has done is Gemma's done. She's given 4 Nintendo Switches and other stuff to this children's ward. And sadly, they had a Nintendo Switch there, but that'd gone missing. Either someone stole it, or, let's be honest, that's probably what happened, which is very, very unfortunate, and we don't condone that. But it's just, I didn't know this was a thing. I never even thought about it. And there was a charity on this video called Get Well Gamers, so you can donate what you can. I think you can donate a one-off payment. You can donate, I think you can set up like I do, with Bernardo's, I do £10 a month. So I think you can do that kind of thing. But let me tell you, from my personal experience, imagine I did have meningitis. How awful. These kids are going through a lot, do you know what I mean? And I know, having a games console, it just changed my whole experience. I went back to school, nearly said back to work, went back to school on the Monday, or it might have been the Tuesday, and everyone's, oh, you've been in hospital? I was like, yeah, I got to play Sonic. That was the highlight of being in hospital. And I think being in hospital, and if you overthink things, like I suffer with depression and anxiety now, but that could have started back then. If you're overthinking things and you're hearing, all these horrible things going on, it was such a positive distraction, okay? So I love this idea. So what the Gemma's done as well, she's got a Facebook group as well, and I'm not sure how to get involved, but from what I can tell is, like in one of the videos she did, she drove to someone's house to do a trade. She went in there with one game for the PS3 and came out with a stack of big box PC games, and the top one is Mortal Kombat. So I was like, I sort of spotted it straight away. Oh my god, Mortal Kombat. All the games are in great condition. So like, what a great trader. So I'm gonna donate. I got a couple of these, right? But I'm gonna donate my sealed copy of Tokyo Xanadu. So I'm gonna get in touch with Gemma through the Gebs24 Facebook. I'm going to message her and just post that. I don't want anything, this isn't a trade, I don't want anything back. I just want to put this into your stock file to see what you can trade up from that. It's quite an unusual game. No idea how much it's worth. Sorry, the camera's shaking. Rossi just came to say hello. Come here, boy. Where are you? Come and say hello. Come and say hello. Come on up. There he is. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. The famous Rossi. Oh, anybody give me a kiss, because I'm down. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Sorry, right, down, down, down. There we are. So that's what I'm going to do, and I encourage you all to get involved. I was thinking I could do something like this. Maybe I will in the future, but for now, I'm so... sorry it sounds cheesy, I'm moved by it. It stayed with me, you know. It's such a great idea, and a great cause as well. Trust me, it will make a difference to these children's lives, you know. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I will tag the channel as always in the description thingy. Yeah, thanks for watching. Love you. Bye. Hey YouTube, I got an itchy eye. Gonna be my video of the week, but I thought I wanted to do a video. I'm struggling. Sorry guys. Sorry. I'm doing better. I just had a text off my boss, so it's all good. No, it's not.